Hey guys, something just a little bit different today. I've got my Romance Readers order ready to unbox for you. Romance Readers is a indie subscription box. It is quarterly and I will leave the subscription details down below. They do different themed boxes like step siblings, fake dating, mafia, summer romance, small village, just to name a few. These are the second chance and dark romance books, and that was the theme for the summer order. So without further ado, let's get started. And that's the packaging. And as always, we usually get a little booklet with a quote on the back, and inside it'll be every author, the books they've done, a little bit about themselves, kind of like an author letter. Sometimes some interviews. So this is our bundle of books. So excited. And popping up by here we have a House of Skin by Heartaloon bookmark. Plain on one side, not the sign on the other. My chest today is terrible. Ooh. And we have an Envy by Lulu Fox. Little business card there. With the details. A little sticker with Envy on. Come on, camera, focus. Oh, the camera's refusing to focus today. And we have a "You ready to play with ghosts, baby girl?" bookmark. Absolutely stunning. And it's the same design on the reverse. And signed as well. So first book we'll be getting out is Owned by Him by Raven Moore. I know absolutely nothing about this. Let's find out. Liliana would do anything for her dad, but the bond of family can be a knife that cuts deep. Her father owed a lot of money. In the ultimate betrayal, he bartered Liliana as his payment. Traded to her brother's best friend, the man who she once loved, her childhood prince. Malachi Kingston is now the monster who stole her freedom. Yet as secrets from the past surface and the pair battle against their darkest desires, blood will be spilled, heart will be broken, bullets will fly, and lives lost. Sounds really, really interesting. Like I said, I haven't heard of this book before. I have heard of the author, but I have no idea what she writes. I've never tried it before, so really looking forward to that. And here is the sign page. They always come to the sign page or a, what's the word I'm looking for? Book plate. Lovely title page, beautiful. And they always have custom headings. Stunning. Beautiful. Really, really looking forward to this. It's quite short, and this comes in at 264 pages, so it should only take 2 or 3 hours to get this done. Really, really look forward to it. And the next book, and final book just for that add-on box, is The Five by Lily White. Never heard of the author, never heard of the book, so win-win. This is not your average love story. Every man who meets Rainey wants her. Having lived a life of sex, drugs and manipulation, she is a temptation with far too many secrets. When psychologist Justin Reddin is assigned to Rainey's case, he has no way of knowing the tale of debauchery he will encounter. On a twisted path of love, loss and murder, Rainey leads Justin through the events of her life. Death follows Rainey. Justin fights to discover her secrets, but will he discover the secret of the five in time to resist Rainey's ultimate seduction? Never heard of this before, but sounds quite interesting. And we have the signed book plate right there, with the title page, and chapter heading. Beautiful. I really love the formatting work of this book box, and the owner Heather Packer does an absolutely amazing job. Cannot falter. So that's the side-on box. That's generally what they call the Marmite box, because they usually have tropes that not a lot of people like or are very specialised, and you can choose to add that onto your order or not, or just have the regular book box, which is this one. And let me tell you, it may not look like much, it may not be big, well, it's wide but it's not big in depth, but it weighs an absolute ton. And is designed like the Amazon boxes with a little taste strip. Hopefully we'll get to see one go. If we do, it'll be a miracle. Satisfaction. Can't fault it. And again, it's packaged with the tissue paper. And packaged again like that in the box, with another of these booklets, because you can choose to have the add-on box without the main box, so every box will have a leaflet just in case. So for the first package, yeah, that is just 2 books in there as far as I can tell, so you can tell these are chunky ones. I might explain for the weight. Ooh, we have some little swag bits by here, as you can see, so I'll just set through that. Ooh, we have a very shiny K.A. Knight business card. Loving the snake. Beautiful. Wasn't she the author for Den of Vipers, if I remember right? I think I'm right. Yes, I am right. This is a bookmark from K.A. Knight with a bit about her books and her contacts, and as you can see, all the way over here is Den of Vipers below. Really interesting looking books. And I will read Den of Vipers as soon as I can. This is a Maisie Myers bookmark. Never heard of the author before. With a little bit from their book. You can't really see that, Heidi, because my camera's not focusing at all. But it's nicely understated. Don't see a lot of lavender bookmarks. Now we have very simple Lavender, Is It Okay If I Love You? Truth About Love by Maisie Myers. Postcard or art card with a lighter sort of purpley shade. Again, these are all from the same author. And a lighter one again. And quite pretty. Though plain. And we have The Truth About Love by Maisie Myers. Big shocker, right? That was one of the books. I have no idea what this is about. Again, I've never heard of this author or the books. And so far, we're 3 for 3 on new authors. So, really good. Really value for money. I love him with every broken piece of me, but what happens when that isn't enough? What happens when the future I was promised is ripped away by the person I love the most? He told me he would wait for me, but when I show up at his house ready to finally live the love story we've been longing for, it isn't him who answers the door. It's his wife. I need to read this ASAP. That sounds awesome. And we have the signed page below. Beautiful part 1 little insert there with chapter heading. Gorgeous. And this is about 400 pages, so not that bad, but really looking forward to this one. This might be just squeezed onto my June TBR, we'll see. The next book that we had was More of You by A.L. Jackson. Quite a chunker. Again, I've not heard of the author or their books. We have a cute little sign plate there. I love how the book plates are matching. Look at that title page. Absolutely beautiful. I'm really looking forward to this. And chapter heading. Amazing. Let's find out what it's about. My daddy warned me never to fall for a boy like Jace Jacobs. The second I saw him walk through the door, I knew he was trouble. A gorgeous rebel with a bad attitude and a huge chip on his shoulder. My heart warned me. I didn't listen. I fell hard and fast. He promised we'd be together forever and then left me with a broken heart. Now 10 years later, Jace Jacobs is standing at my door. Sexier than he's ever been, provocative and commanding, successful and powerful. The man I always knew he would become, but I promised myself I'd never lose my heart to him again. Even time couldn't dim our chemistry. One glance of his intense eyes and I become weak. One brush of his hand and he brings me to my knees. Little do I know Jace holds the key to everything I've lost and everything that threatens my future. Now he will either save me or he will break me all over again. Amazing. Cannot wait. And this one comes in at 525 pages. Looks a lot bigger than what it is. So, not too bad. So, for the next boxes, we have one by Julianne. Looks like a sports romance. Really interesting. Never heard of these authors. There's the signed book plate, and unfortunately in this copy, you can see by here, there's a little bit of printing damage, but it's not that bad. I can live with it. Gorgeous title page. There's a lovely chapter heading right there. Let's find out what it's about. Lake Jones has the perfect job, an addiction to binge watching Netflix and the world's ugliest cat. She's also a bit sexually frustrated. Until fate bestows a breath of mercy upon her in the form of Minnesota's NFL starting quarterback. But this gift is no stranger. Lake met Cage Monahan 3 years earlier. It was one day, one moment, one kiss that resurrected her dreams of finding love. His dimpled smile distracts from his imperfections, which include a love for country music, fishing, a fan club of thorny women, and public scrutiny. It's starting to seem like yet again is the wrong time for their story. But when life finally gives them their chance, the chapter they write will be one wild ride. Not entirely sure, not entirely sold on this. I'm not a big lover for sports romance, but we'll give it a good go. And then finally, we have Scarlet Limerence. Unfortunately, my copy is quite damaged. Don't know if you can see, but there with the skags on the cover. Feels like some knife marks. So, a little bit disappointed with it. And it's not too big either. This is by K.A. Knight, and obviously, as you've seen earlier, that's the author for The Dead Vipers. So, let's find out what it's about. I've been in love with the same woman for years, watching her from afar. I've yearned to be a part of her life, but I'm not, and I can't be. I have nothing to offer the innocent until suddenly I do. One night a tempest of bloodshed and death leads her to my door begging for my help, which I give. If only she knew the biggest threat, the scariest monster, was the one she just locked herself inside with. Others might hunt her, but Scarlet has been my prey for years. It's time I claimed what is mine. After all, isn't obsession just another form of love? No. I've been in love with the same man for as long as I can remember, aching for him, wishing he would notice me. But then he does, and what follows is a tale of shared pain, need, and hope. One night seals my fate, and he becomes both my saviour and my captor. If he only knew I'm not the innocent little girl he thinks I am. He might be dangerous, but I'm no weakling. Now I have him, and I won't let him go. That sounds so intriguing. I know there's a lot of controversy with whether or not she's a good author with The Den of Vipers. It's not a very well loved book. It has very mixed reviews, but I do hope to give this a go. It does really intrigue me. And there's the title page. And signature right there. So our stack looks a little like this. And I can tell you it's quite heavy. Quite a nice little reading stack. So, I hope you enjoyed that little unboxing. If you did, leave a like down below, subscribe and chat to me in the comments. Tell me what was your favourite book, what was your favourite item from the box. Even though it's tiny little swag items, but that's because I personally chose the book only option. You can have swag items included in the box, but I'm in a one bed place and the books are already taken over. and I have a lot of items that I need to get rid of, and we're having some work done on the house soon as well, so I can't have a lot of things littering around. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.